Well, hey everybody, this is Jen, and today we're going to be making RAWkin Incense. Here's my base ingredients, all the whole ingredients that I'll be putting in a spice grinder. Beautiful, beautiful ingredients for the season. Very great for burning. This is my little avocado seed that I carve out, and I put a little sand in it, and this is going to be the perfect little house for my incense cone for burning. Isn't that sweet? And right here, the first ingredient that we have is honey. And this is going to be the binder for all the dry herbs and resins. It's going to be a great base. Next, we have some vanilla powder, which is going to have a great backdrop to the scent. And then next, we have some sandalwood essential oil. How universal, comforting, soothing, and beautiful. A great base to any aromatherapy. And then next we have this amazing little star anise. Isn't that just adorable? Packs a punch with very spicy blend. Just wonderful. And then we have some nettle leaf, and that's going to provide a beautiful earthy tone. Very grassy, but very nice. And then we have some juniper berries, which is going to have a very bright ingredient element to that. Very good little properties. And then next we have some holy basil, very revered for its calming and soothing fragrance. It has a little bit of a licorice basil scent. And then we have some frankincense resins. That is very magi, gifts of the three kings to the precious baby Jesus. And there's some myrrh resins. And then we're going to have a spice grinder that we're going to put all of these ingredients in, and we are going to blend it up. We're good to go. So I've got all my ingredients in the spice blender, and I'm just going to very quickly move through this and just grind this up, pulsing it until I get all of this broken up to a very nice, slightly rough mixture, because we want it to hold together. So it's good that it's not over powdery. I think it's nice to have a little bit of sticks in there. It's very rustic that way. So I'm just mixing that up. Okay, and there we have a pretty good powdered base to incorporate the honey into. And see, it's not fully powderized. There's still some structure there, so it's going to hold together nicely. It's a little crude, but it is going to be very nice for incense. So I've got this out on my dish. I'm going to make a little well in it, to which I'm going to add my honey and then my sandalwood essential oils, and then we'll start bringing that all together. I don't really use a measurement. I go by feel with the honey. So I'll start with about a half a teaspoon. I'll probably work my way up to a half of a tablespoon. Okay, now we're going to add a couple of drops of the sandalwood. Sandalwood is used in so many fragrant things, from soap to candles. It's very earthy, soulful, it's beautiful. There isn't hardly anyone out there that doesn't love the smell of sandalwood. It is very universal. It's a little bit resistant on coming out, but I'm going to make it work. I've been sick for the last few days, so these will be some very wonderful aromatics to have in the environment to soothe me and uplift me. It's very grounding. So I've got that, and now I'm going to begin the blending. I'm just going to bring that all together. I'm going to start using my hand, that way I can feel the texture and really knead and incorporate those binding agents to help bring this all together where it can be pressed into a cone shape. You don't want this to be over wet. It is going to have to dehydrate and it will not be sticky after the curing. I'll give it about 10 to 15 days to cure. It'll be nice and hard and dry to the touch, but that honey is going to make a good binder and help it to burn well. Just adding a little bit more so I get that right feel and texture. And just blending and incorporating and pulling the dry in, getting it moistened. Bringing that in until I can get it to clump together and hold its shape. You almost can't add too much of the liquid binding because eventually it is going to dry and be ready to burn. It just takes a little bit longer to cure if you get a little bit too much hydration in there. Honey's got a good amount of moisture. And we're going to just evaporate that out over about 10 days to 14. So you can see it's coming together nicely and it's able to stick to itself. It's just about right to start making my cone shapes. There we go. I think I'm going to add just a little bit of water just to bring the last little bit of moisture that it needs to be able to make a dense cone. I'm just bringing that together, mixing it nicely. Then what I'm going to be doing is getting a cake decorating piping tip that's in the shape of the cone. That's the perfect shape. And I'll do one inside of one of the piping tips, and then the other two I'm just going to freehand using my fingers and forming those into a cone shape. There's my piping tip. You see I'm doing this all one-handed, so I'm just going to be able to scoop it off in there, and with that nice open tip I'm going to be able to press it out. So I'm just going to fill that up, pack it with my thumb, and add a little more and keep going until I feel like I've got a nice packed tip. It's nice and tight, it's not too sticky, but it's enough to hold the incense together. I just love these rustic, earthy smells. It's going to be perfect for the holiday season. It's going to have enough spice and enough earthiness. It's going to be beautiful. These are going to burn quite a long period for each one. This recipe here is going to make 3. And as you can see, I have finished free-forming those. They turned out really beautiful. And this is a vessel that I just put some sand in, a couple of other incense vessels. You can burn these alone, or you can set them on a little piece of incense charcoal and burn that, and then put that incense on top, and it's just going to burn beautifully. So visit my website, like the video, share the video, please leave a comment, and I hope you make these incense part of your Christmas and holiday season. Blessings.